Hi, this is Renuka. I am working as an assistant professor in Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. I belong to BBA department. In this video, we are going to discuss about the input tax credit. Last video, we discussed the supply under GST that we have to discuss in detail in previous video. So let's start with this video, input tax credit. So input means is nothing but purchase. Okay. So actually this is a mechanism under GST or value added tax that allows business to offset the tax paid on purchase, that is called the input tax, okay, against the tax collected on sales. So sales in terms of is nothing but the output tax. For example, the business purchase either the goods or services at the time. As a manufacturer or the supplier, they are supposed to pay GST or VAT, that is called the input tax, okay. Then at the time of selling the goods and services, as a manufacturer, they have to collect the GST or VAT from the end user, that is called output tax. So in between, we have to adjusting or claiming the credit, okay, that is deducts the input tax from the output tax and pays the balance amount to the government. So this is called the input tax credit. Next, we move to what do you mean by ITC? So, it is refers to the either the GST or the value added taxes that business they have to pay on purchase of goods and services. This tax is usually recoverable if the businesses register either the GST or the VAT. That means they have to deduct it from their total tax liability when they are filing the GST return. So they are supposed to collect the claiming the credit amount under GST. That is called the input tax credit. So at the time of we are claiming the credit, some documents we are supposed to submit. So that documents only we have to discuss in detail in this slide. Okay, the first one, they are supposing to processing the tax invoice, then bill of entry, receipt of goods and services, payment of proof to supplier, and either we have to filing the return on GST or the VAT and e-way bill and supplier's tax payment confirmation. Next, taxes not included in GST. So, under the some cases, the GST is not applicable. What are the type of taxes in the sense? Basic customs duty, excise duty on certain products, example alcohol or petroleum products, and tobacco. Third, stamp duty on property transaction and municipal taxes, road tax, toll collecting taxes, vehicle registration fee, and professional tax. Next, we move to the concept of ITC. Under the ITC concept, the valid tax should be invoiced and goods or services must be received by the buyer. The supplier must have paid the tax to the government. The ITC can only be claimed if the business is registered under GST. The last concept is the ITC claim must be reported in either the GST return. Next, we move to suppose we have to collecting the GST on education. Okay, under this concept, actually the GST is fully exempted for education institution. We have to categorize in a three way. First one is educational institution. Under this concept, the preschool, school, and recognized university should be fully exempted. Courses leading to qualification recognized by the law. Then services related to admission, examination, and curriculum. This also will be getting relaxation. And second category, the services by government approved institution. Third, suppose if we are providing any transportation or food services, that alone we have the some exemption under the GST. Next, we move to the important difference between the GST and the VAT. Okay, this is the main difference between it is applicable only for the sale of goods. This is applicable under the supply of goods and services.